Apple Far Out event is just round the nook and the employer is anticipated to take the wraps off the purported iPhone 14 sequence on September 7. The company's next technology smartphone collection reportedly witnessed quite a few ups and downs in the run-up to the launch event. The impact of world events, such as China-US geopolitical tensions, the ongoing Ukraine-Russia conflict, lockdowns in China due to the spread of COVID-19, among others, was so excessive that reviews had earlier advised that Apple may additionally have to delay the launch and shipments of the upcoming handsets. Ahead of Apple's upcoming Far Out event next week, here are 14 points that temporarily describe the whole thing that we have realized about Apple's upcoming handsets over the previous few months and what you can assume from the event. Firstly, Apple has introduced that it is protecting the Far Out tournament this year on September 7. The organization is expected to launch the iPhone 14 collection of smartphones. Alongside the iPhone 14 models, the Cupertino-based technology company is predicted to unveil a new technology of Apple Watch models, which may additionally be known as the Apple Watch Series 8. The sequence is stated to get a Pro variant that could be a rugged providing for sports enthusiasts. The iPhone 14 sequence are expected to encompass 4 models: iPhone 14, iPhone 14 Max, iPhone 14 Pro, and iPhone 14 Pro Max. The ones with Max suffix are stated to come with large displays as compared to the different 2. Apple is additionally anticipated to make distinction in terms of hardware between the Pro and non-Pro models. iPhone 14 rumors have advised that this year will mark the exchange in iPhone design. Apple has been following the same notch graph considering that the launch of iPhone X, while there have been minor modifications in the size of the notch with the iPhone 13 series, the iPhone 14 fashions are expected to come with pill-shaped and hole-punch cutouts. It is to be stated that Apple's Face ID technology will continue to be as the solely biometric choice to free up the smartphones. The iPhone 14 and the iPhone 14 Pro are stated to come with 6.1-inch displays. The iPhone 14 Max and the iPhone Pro Max might feature 6.7-inch panels. As mentioned, Apple was once in a position to reduce the size of the well-known notch over the years. However, it appears to be ready to do away with the notch for good. Recently, a document counseled that the Cupertino-based company would possibly have used a patented light folding projector in order to reduce the notch and in-shape the sophisticated Face ID technological know-how in the pill-shaped cutout. The cutout is said to have more than a few components including a camera, an infrared, IR, mild emitter, and a light folding element that should have skills of redirecting the IR mild and might have allowed Apple to offer extra show area. Remember, we cited distinction in terms of hardware between the Pro and non-Pro models. Reports have advised that the upcoming iPhone 14 Pro fashions will be powered by using the new A16 Bionic chip, while the iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Max will pack the A15 Bionic chip that is reachable on the modern iPhone 13 devices. What ought to be the cause for it? Here is a hyperlink to our podcast article that you might go through earlier than tuning in to get greater clarity on iPhone 14 models. iPhone 14 price? Is in all likelihood the most asked query in the coming days. To be frank, there has been a lot happening on the front. Some reviews recommended that the iPhone 14 Pro models will price $100, roughly 8,000 rupees, greater than the iPhone 13 Pro models. However, the iPhone 14 charge in India is said to be a unique equation altogether. Apart from the alleged price hikes and greater shipment proportion of iPhone 14 models, the deteriorating rupee in opposition to the greenback may purpose a huge charge difference as in contrast to the previous models. Furthermore, the iPhone 14 might also be reachable for purchase about 10 days after the launch. The iPhone 14, however, is anticipated to begin at $749, roughly $60,000. Apple is anticipated to use a cautious pricing strategy to prevent it from negatively affecting income performance. Great cameras have been synonymous with iPhone fashions, and iPhone 14 sequence is also suggested to raise the bar once more. Read our evaluate of the iPhone 13 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max. Apple is expected to incorporate a 48-megapixel primary camera sensor. It is also stated to offer an upgraded ultra-wide camera due to the inclusion of 1.4 micrometers measurement picture sensor, versus iPhone 13 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max's 1.0 micrometers. The iPhone 14 collection is also anticipated to come with support for 30 watts wired charging. The iPhone 13 Pro appears to guide 23 watts and iPhone Pro Max helps charging with the aid of up to 27 watts USB PD adapters. Satellites and the upcoming iPhone 14 lineup may have a new connection, which should be announced on September 7. Various reviews have indicated that Apple is working on a way to talk with people even when there is no mobile coverage. For that, the enterprise reportedly concluded the hardware take a look at of the satellite TV for PC communication feature on iPhone 14 even earlier than it entered mass production. The equal characteristic has been stated to be protected on the rumored Apple Watch Pro as well. Apple announced iOS 16 at WWDC before this and stated it will be launched alongside the iPhone 14 series. You can examine our insurance on the cosmetic features as properly as security enhancements that iOS 16 will bring. A few weeks ago, reviews online cautioned that Apple will produce some handsets belonging to its iPhone 14 series in India. This would not only help Apple limit the chances of shipment troubles due to anticipated recession but additionally a huge probability for India to assist improve the manufacturing industry in the country. The manufacturing of iPhone 14 models in India has its personal history and reportedly China has been at the center of Apple's problems. First, the make bigger in COVID-19 instances in China compelled the authorities to impose a lockdown in the USA which adversely affected the already struggling, due to Russia and Ukraine war, production of iPhone 14 parts. The sour US-China geopolitical family members with appreciate to Taiwan additionally prompted Apple to seem to be for choice markets for iPhone production. As cited above, some iPhone 14 fashions will be manufactured in India. However, the production in India and China has gaps that are stated to be narrowing. Apple is cautious about the excessive requirements in product secrecy in India. As mentioned, Apple's September 7 launch event may also see the debut of the purported Apple Watch Series 8 and Apple Watch Pro. Reports endorse that the Apple Watch Series 8 should be presented in 41mm and 45mm case sizes. The Pro mannequin is also stated to come with satellite TV for PC communication feature and recreation of 47mm format with flat screen. One more thing. The iPhone 14 is tipped to be supplied in green, purple, blue, black, white, and red coloration options, while the iPhone 14 Pro are expected to come in green, purple, silver, gold, and graphite shades. We assume to locate out extra statistics on these shade picks in the coming days.